Good day everyone. I'm now going to discuss about the discriminant of a quadratic equation. Objective. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to define discriminant, familiarize discriminant of a quadratic equation, determine the nature of the root of a quadratic equation by using the discriminant. Quadratic formula. The quadratic formula says that negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a for any quadratic equation like ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This quadratic formula is used to find the roots. What is the discriminant of a quadratic equation? It tells about the roots of the equation, as it may be a perfect square, positive but not a perfect square, may be equal to 0 or may be negative. Note, if the equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, if b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the roots are real, rational, and equal. If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and is a perfect square, then the roots are real, rational, and unequal. If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and is not a perfect square, then the roots are real, irrational, and unequal. If b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. Find the discriminant of x squared minus 8x plus 16. X squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So, a here is 1, b is negative 8, and c is 16. So b squared minus 4ac is equal to negative 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 16. So that would be 64 minus 64. So that would be 0. The roots are, for x sub 1, that would be negative quantity negative 8 plus 0 over 2. That would be 8 over 2 or 4. For x sub 2, that would be negative quantity negative 8 minus 0 over 2 or 8 over 2 and is equal to 4. Let's determine the nature of the root of a quadratic equation by using a discriminant. For number 1, m squared plus 4m plus 5 is equal to 0. Number 2, 2y squared plus 5y is equal to negative 3. For number 3, z squared plus z is equal to 1. For number 1, m squared plus 4m plus 5 is equal to 0. The formula for the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. A is equal to 1, B is 4, and C is 5. So, the discriminant is 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5. So, that would be 16 minus 4 times 5. And then, that would be 16 minus 20. So, that would be negative 4 is less than 0, which means it is imaginary. Number 2, 2y squared plus 5y is equal to negative 3. Let's arrange this in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, 2y squared plus 5y plus 3 is equal to 0. The discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. So, a is 2, b is 5, and c is 3. 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3. So that would be 25 minus 4 times 6. 25 minus 24. So the answer is 1, which is greater than 0. So the answer is, the nature of the discriminant is real, rational, and unequal. For number 3, z squared plus z is equal to 1. Let's arrange this in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, z squared plus z minus 1 is equal to 0. The discriminant formula is b squared minus 4ac. So, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to negative 1. So, that would be 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 1. So, that would be 1 minus 4 times negative 1. So, 1 plus 4. So, that would be 5 is greater than 0. Which means that the roots are real, irrational, and unequal. Evaluation. You have 1 minute to solve this problem. State the nature of the root of a quadratic equation by using discriminant of this equation. Let's answer now the problem. Let's arrange this in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, 5m squared minus 2m minus 1 is equal to 0. The discriminant formula is b squared minus 4ac. So, a is 5, b is 2, and c is equal to negative 1. So, that would be 2 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 1. So that would be 4 minus 4 times negative 5. So that would be 4 plus 20, which the answer would be 24. 24 is greater than 0. So the nature of the roots are real, irrational, and unequal. Here are the references of our lesson today, which comes from www.khanacademy.org, 2002 Beck Handbook in Mathematics, Intermediate Algebra 2 by Soledad Jose Dilao and Julieta B. Bernabe. Here are the photo references. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Like, share, and subscribe this lesson. Keep safe and goodbye.